Hey you guys, I hope I've got good reception because it was fading in and out, but I wanted to pop on here, and I may not be looking at the camera a lot because I'm trying to get ready to go up to the hospital because there's some things I have to be shown on how to take care of Robert. So I am doing a lot of stuff right now trying to get myself together to get out the door. Hey sissy. So here's the situation. Yesterday I got a phone call from the hospital, and as you guys know, I went up to the hospital. So the phone call entailed, be prepared for Robert to come home. Basically, I am escalating the order on his equipment for him to come home. So I had told her, I said, well, he can't come home till his equipment gets here, because the first thing out of her mouth is we're sending Robert home either today or tomorrow. And I was like, you can't send him home. I don't even have a bed for him. So anyway, she said no. She said, we got it ordered and we're escalating the order. I'm trying to get my breakfast and everything. My bulletproof coffee and my swamp water and all that kind of stuff, because I'm going to need this energy today, honey. I am going to need it. So, anyway, with that being said, I went up to the hospital yesterday in hopes to learn what I needed to learn. Hold on, I got to open this canister. My collagen protein. And I ended up getting up there kind of late because of the car situation. My friend that I've been borrowing the car from, she actually had another appointment to tend to, and it just didn't work out. So I ended up getting up to the hospital kind of late. Okay. So they were in the process of switching shifts. And the nurse had come in from the night shift, and I told her, I said, Robert is going to be being sent home soon, and I said probably within the next day or two, and I need to learn about his feeding tube and how much water I'm supposed to give him, that sort of thing, when he doesn't get enough water, how much food I'm supposed to give him when he doesn't get enough food, because they're regulating all that to make sure that he gets the proper nutrition and stuff, okay? So, I told her what all I need to learn about his catheter and all that. Basically how to turn him, how to clean him. There's a lot of things involved here, okay, that I have to learn. So, that's what I'm preparing for now. Okay, I'm going to lose connection here and there. Just hang with me. Because I need to know this stuff, okay? So, I'm trying to get my essential oils that I put in here in my, bulletproof coffee that I'm making. And by the way, if y'all don't know this, keto coffee and bulletproof coffee are basically the same. If you can find some really good MCT, which I just use coconut oil, but MCT is basically coconut oil, and I use an extra virgin coconut oil, and that's really all it is. And then I use my ginger, which is in the brand that I was buying. I use my ginger essential oil, and I put 2 drops of that in there, and then I add what other flavorings I want to it. And there you go. You have your keto bulletproof coffee. Okay? It's really pretty basic, pretty simple. People don't tell you that. And then you're spending an arm and a leg to buy keto coffee when you don't need to. So I just saved you guys a bunch of money. Okay? Anyway, let me get back to talking about Robert. So, with all that being said, I have to get back up to the hospital today and do this. And you're going to hear my blender for a minute, so hold on. I'll try to walk away from it for a minute while it's going. so it's not so loud. So, what was I saying? Okay, so she called me again this morning, and she said the equipment is ordered. We're hoping it gets there today. She said be expecting a call from the supply place in Houston. Be sure to answer the phone so they can deliver the equipment. So I gotta try to get out of here to get up to the hospital. And yeah, I'm a total mess. I look like a skunk. I gotta get this hair done. Can't think. Slow down, Rita. Slow down. You're going 90 miles an hour, and that's way too fast. Slow down. Okay. So, I've got to get up to the hospital and learn all this and still try to be back here, you know, in time for them to send him home. It could be today. I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed and praying and hoping it's not today. 1 or 2 more days would be fantastic. That would buy us some time because we still do not even have this room built, nor the materials to do it. We're working on it, okay? And I'm hoping and praying and keeping my fingers crossed that God is going to do something miraculous, which I know He will, and it's going to happen, okay? So, y'all better stop. And now the girls are going to go crazy, of course, because they know I got a million things to do, right? Not today, devil. Not today. Get behind me in the name of Jesus. Because this ain't going to happen today. You are not going to put chaos and confusion in my home. Out now. Okay. Breathe. Stop. Don't say a word. I will handle it in a minute. Go. Go. There. Close the door, right? I'll deal with that in a minute. They can wait. This is more important. So anyway, I'm just going to come right out and ask if anybody knows any help out there for building materials. Okay? Whatever it takes. We don't even have a truck or a trailer. Okay? If you know anybody that can help us out and get the materials here, whatever it takes, my husband is going to build it if he has to stay up all night long and do it. Okay? We have got to get a room built for Robert. This is down to the bottom line. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We cannot wait anymore. Okay? Or he's going to be on my porch, which is not completely closed in. It's dried in, okay? But no insulation, no inside walls. No, it's just that black tar paper around it. That's all. And a roof. So, the air conditioning does not work out here. I use it, and I keep it blowing directly on me, and a fan, so I don't get so hot out here. Okay? This is the only place I have to put Robert, you guys. It's either that or move all my furniture out of my living room and put him in my living room. And then my furniture is going to get ruined. You know? So, I'm trying to think of all of the resources that I have. And right now, y'all are my only resource other than what the pastor at my church is trying to do. And, you know, these things kind of take time. So, I'm just kind of doing everything I know to do and letting everybody know what's going on because we need help right now. Okay? I'm not asking for financial help or anything like that. We need some manpower and we need some building materials. The manpower to get everything out here and possibly help building it. Okay? I've had a couple of people offer to help build it, so I'm not sure as of that yet. But I do know we need the materials. We need them like yesterday. Okay? Yesterday. So, I'm not going to panic about this. I'm just going to do what I have to do, and I'm just letting y'all know. He will be home. If y'all watched the video last night, he is doing amazing. He is talking up a storm. Yes, some of it is kind of, what do you want to say? He's talking like off the wall stuff. Like, yesterday he was thinking he was still in the service. He was talking about these boots and stuff that, were service issued. He talked even about a snake crawling across my legs while I was sitting on the bed. Now, that part didn't get recorded because that was prior to. But he told me, he said, watch out, you got a snake crawling across you. And I was like, no, I don't, Robert. He said, yeah, it's black and yellow. Watch out. So, he's kind of, because of the brain injury, this was a brain injury, okay? Any kind of pressure on the brain is a brain injury. He has hallucinogenic moments. He is living in the past a lot of times, which Robert always has done, but it's even worse now, okay? Just coming up with off-the-wall stuff. Now, there are brief periods of time, kind of like somebody who has Alzheimer's or dementia, okay? Like my dad had dementia, so that's what I'm going to compare it to. My dad talked a lot of off-the-wall stuff, but then he had moments of clarity. Well, this is what's going on with Robert. But it's all a healing process with Robert. This could eventually all go away. I'm believing that. I'm believing in 100% healing and 100% miracle here in every way, shape, and form. So, anytime you have any type of cranial injury like that, these are the things to expect. Sometimes you can expect things to go backwards and then go forward. Just like life, we take a couple of steps back and then we take a step forward. So, there's a lot of things to consider here. The VA is going to have nurses come out here and they're going to do physical therapy, but I was told it was only going to be a couple times a week, so I'm going to be having to learn all of that as well and do it myself because the VA only pays for so much because of the fact of his, I want to say, percentage of disability, okay, with the service, with the VA. He is only listed as a 60 or 70% disability. Okay? That has not changed, and it will not change until Robert can get up there to see the VA doctors. And that's something else. I'm going to have to take him up there to see the doctors. And another thing is, it also has to be a service-connected disability. What's going on with Robert right now is not service connected. Okay, there's a lot of ins and outs with the service, and I could go into so much detail, it's not even funny. But this is the thing. Robert does have a service connected disability listed as 60 or 70% right now. Now, those numbers can go up. And once we get all of his paperwork from when he had his heart attack and what the doctor said about his heart attack and his surgery and all of that, that was service connected according to the doctor because it had something to do with a previous condition from the service. Okay? With that being done, and I need Robert for this because the VA wants his signature, that's it. You cannot, even though I have medical power of attorney and all that, it has to be Robert's signature, even if it's an X with 2 witnesses. Okay? So with that being said, once all of this settles down around here, I will be taking him up to the local VA office and we will be filing all the paperwork for his 100% service-connected disability. And then he will be entitled to so much more. Okay? We were going to try to do Social Security. Robert said no, and he knew what I was saying. And there's reasons behind that. For one, it's been so long since he's been able to work, over 10 years, he can only get SSI. Okay? That would, with the check that he gets right now from the VA, his check would be decreased by $300 or $400. So it's not worth it. Okay? And Medicaid or Medicare isn't going to pay for any more than what the VA is willing to pay for on 100% disability. So it just doesn't pan out. Okay? And I talked to the social worker at the VA about this, and several other people, and a lawyer, to find out this information. So no, we are not going to file for Social Security. He's going to stick with his VA because it's just much better benefits. Even though it does take longer sometimes, the benefits are much better. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to get off here because I have to get busy. And if y'all are just now popping on, whoever's popping on, this is really important. Please go back and watch the beginning. You can skip through parts of it, whatever. Let me know if y'all know anybody in the comments, whatever help, anything. Let me know in the comments, please. Please. And lots of prayers, okay? We need them right now. This woman is not going to go crazy. She's not. I may be talking fast right now because I've got a lot to do, but I'm not losing it, okay? Everything is going to work out, and I know this. And I just want to say to you, no matter what you're going through in life, keep the faith and keep trusting God. Don't ever give up and don't ever doubt God. I know we will because we're just human. But the thing is that God never fails us. He never leaves or forsakes us. And He will do what He says He will do. It may not be in the timing that we expect. Okay? And it may not be the way we expect it to happen. But His promises are for us. And they will happen. Okay? So long as we are in His will and we trust and believe Him. And that little bit of doubt always creeps in. Sometimes there's a lot of doubt that creeps in. But you know what? That's just our mind and the enemy attacking us and telling us, things from our past that have haunted us all of our lives, and we don't even realize what it is. Okay? Something will happen and trigger something from your past, and all of a sudden you have all of these emotions, you have all of this doubt, all of this confusion, all of this fear. And that's what it is. And you got to dig deep and work on those past issues to erase them. And even when you do, there's still going to be times that you're going to go backwards. And, you got to make that one step forward again. But really, a lot of it is mindset. And we have to work on our mindset, okay? And I'm not talking about the power of positive thinking or anything like that here. I'm talking about changing our mindset, the beliefs that were instilled in us from religion and from our childhood. The things that told us, no, we can't. You can't do this. You can't do that. The things I tell my grandchildren every day, and I'm like, I think about it later on, and I tell them, no, you can't. Well, how about removing that word? No, you're not going to right now. Or, we'll discuss this later. Something to that effect. I mean, I don't even know how all this works. I'm learning and I'm growing. And I'm reading the book, The Anomaly Mindset, with Sandy Krakowski. She wrote it. She talks a lot about neuroplasticity. She is a really wonderful woman and been through a lot and overcame a lot. And I'm still learning and growing through this, okay? But anyway, my whole point is, don't ever give up. Just keep going no matter what. No matter what. If it takes hitting your knees, kicking, crying, screaming out to God, whatever it takes to get that breakthrough, so be it. I've done it, you know. But breakthrough is coming. So don't doubt that and just keep on going. All right, I love you guys, and I will keep you updated.